Hello children, welcome to 8th English class. Children, today I want to take up grammar. In that grammar, especially I want to take up prefix and suffix. Prefix and suffix, you will get a question for one more question you will get in the grammar part. So, children, usually we think that grammar is a difficult and there and here we will lose a mark. No. If you concentrate on the work which you are doing, then you won't lose the marks. So, in exercise part you may notice prefix and suffix. So, before doing that, I will tell you what is prefix and suffix. So, first let's take up prefix. In prefix, as the word itself says, pre in the sense beginning, the word which we add, that will be called as a prefix. So, definition I will give children. You need not to write down the definition because prefix, suffix definition you get, only exercise work you will get. So, before that what you have to do, 100-page book you have to keep as a grammar notes, okay? In that only you have to write all the grammar works. So, move on to the topic prefix. What prefix is? Prefix is a group of a letter that is added to the beginning of the word. So, I will repeat once again. A prefix is a group of a letter that is added to the beginning of a word. So, what is a prefix? It is a group of a letter. Prefix is a group of a letter that is added in the beginning of any particular word. So, example you take happy. Example happy I take. Simple example, okay? Happy. This is a word. This is a noun, isn't it, children? Happy and prefix example I will add unhappy. Here children see happy is a common word where I added the prefix called un and made it as a new word that is unhappy. Clear children? So what a prefix is? Prefix is a group of a letter. It is a group of a letter, example un, that I am adding in the beginning. It means beginning, which we add in the beginning. So, which we add in the beginning, that is a prefix. So, remember children, prefix should, as in alphabet, P comes in beginning before, so that you have to add in the beginning. So, in the alphabet you may observe, right, after P, Q, R and S, right. So, as P comes first, prefix word always we are adding in the beginning. Whereas suffix as it comes after a P, S comes, isn't it children? So, suffix we add in the end of the letter. Suffix we add in the end of the word. So, that I tell you later. Now, let me take this only. Happy, which you are adding a group of a letter in the beginning, that become a prefix. So, happy, unhappy. And one more thing is that you observe here, this is a positive word, isn't it children? Happy is a positive word. When you add a prefix to the word, this will become a negative meaning. Isn't it children? See? So, it is common that whenever we add a prefix to the noun, the word will give a negative meaning. That you have to remember. It will give a negative meaning. Secondly, what you have to remember in the prefix, that when you are adding a prefix, the original spelling of the word should not change. Is it clear children? So, original word, what is happy spelling? H-A-P-P-Y. See, when I am adding a prefix in the beginning, here I have not changed any of the meaning or any of the spelling I have not changed. This you have to be observed, right? Then one more is that it is a repetition. Repetition in the sense prefix give the meaning of a repetition. Sometimes prefix give the meaning of a repetition. How? Example I give. Build. Build is there. For this, if you add re as a prefix, rebuild. What does it become? Here is a verb which you have to repeat or which you have to do again. That is a repetition. Isn't it children? So here prefix is a word which we add in. Sometimes it gives the negative meaning and sometimes it will give the repetition of the work which you have done already. Isn't it? Example, write. Take one more. Write. If you add re as a prefix, rewrite. Isn't it, children? So I hope now you are clear, because whenever you are doing any word, you may observe while you are reading a word, noun word which was made it as a prefix. Example, possible. Have you observed the word possible, children? Isn't it possible, and it will come as a impossible. Impossible word you have observed when you are reading, isn't it? So this is a prefix word. This is not a virginal word. Possible, noun word which was made up of a prefix word and it become a impossible, opposite. Isn't it so? So now and then when you are reading, you must be, hereafter you must be able to recognize the virginal form of the word. This is the virginal form, noun form of the word, and which was twisted in the sense which was given a prefix form, that you must be able to recognize. What you have to do, children? Suppose you think that hereafter when you are reading a textbook or any other English book, if you found any of the prefix word, what you have to do? You have to separately any of the book or any your grammar book or any other book, or on the top of the book you have to write anything. Example, suppose you will get the impossible. While you are writing or reading, you get the word impossible. Then you have to understand that original word is possible, and here they made it as a impossible. So what you have to do? You have to write possible and impossible, so that your vocabulary, your knowledge on English will be improved. Is it clear, children? So few of the prefix words which are there, this, then in, non, then which are there, these are the prefix words. There are other, whenever we are doing a verb, re, see, you will get, and remember these prefix words also used as a opposite. We oftenly use it, these prefix word as a opposite words also. Okay, children, see in your textbook page number 7, they are given few prefix example. Let's move on with that. I do that work. Children, definition of a prefix need not to write. Okay, only give a heading as a prefix and suffix. Prefix I told. If you want, you can write down prefix, a group of a letter, a prefix, a group of a letter which comes in beginning. That is a prefix. Prefix is a group of a letter which comes in beginning. So after this, if you want, example you take down. Here you have to underline what? Beginning. Remember, prefix always comes in the beginning. Now I am doing the exercise work which was there in your textbook. Open, they are given. Open. Then vegetarian. Social. Purpose. Expensive. So they also give an option in V5 activity. They also give an option that you have to use it for both prefix as well as the suffix. Here I want to add open, reopen, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, social, anti-social, purpose, multi-purpose, and expensive, inexpensive. Which are the prefix word I used here? Open, re, vegetarian, non, social and anti-social. Anti-social in the sense which was against of a social activity. So, anti-social and purpose, multi-purpose, expensive, inexpensive. So, these are the prefix words. See, observe here most of the word which gives the negative meaning. See, open, reopen, it is a repetition of a verb. Whereas vegetarian, non-vegetarian, and social, anti-social, this is a negative meaning. Multi-purpose in the sense various use, and expensive, inexpensive means which has a very less expensive meaning. Clear, children? So this is a prefix word. Prefix is very very simple, and oftenly you will get this word here and then when you read the textbook. And one more question you can expect in your question paper regarding the prefix. Is it clear, children? Then very easy, and don't give up this question when you are attempting a exam. Clear, children? Then now I want to do suffix. What is suffix? So suffix, as I told, suffix is a group of a letter which comes in the end. So remember, children, suffix always comes in the end of the word. So here example, maintain. Maintain word. For that, if you add suffix word like ance, this is a suffix form, ance. Maintenance, isn't it? Here suffix we won't use it as a opposite. Only to make a word complete we are using maintain, maintenance. Then communism. Commune is a word where if you add ISM form you all know. If you add commune along with the ISM, then it will become a communalism. Commune. See, to the word commune, if I add ISM, this become a noun, communism, isn't it? So, argue, argument. These are the suffix form. And in your textbook, again one example is given. Comfort, comfortable. Write down, children. Comfort. You are adding a able, comfortable. Comfortable. Here which is the suffix able. Then child. Child. For a child, if I add ish, childish. Then champion. Champion. For a champion, if I add shit, ship, that becomes a championship. Then employ. For employee, if I add MNT, men, employment. This is a suffix word. Comfortable, childish, championship, employment. These are the suffix word which you can use, and this was there in your exercise part. So I hope this is clear, which is a prefix which comes in the beginning of a word, whereas suffix which comes in the end of the word. Example here I have given comfortable, childish, championship and employment. Is it clear, children? And in your textbook exercise is given that you have to practice, and in your textbook suppose if you found any such word that you have to mark and keep. Okay. Then in the next in continuation I want to take up a parts of speech. What is parts of speech, children? This you may learn in your primary also, but you have a continuation of that. Parts of speech. How many types are there? It has 8 types. In the first one is noun. What is a noun? There are 8 types of parts of speech. In that first one is a noun. What is parts of speech? Parts of speech, words are divided into different kind on words are divided into different types or classes, and it will called as a parts of speech. What do you mean by parts of speech, children? Words are divided into different kinds or classes, and that is called as a parts of speech. In the sense, see, every day we will use a sentence. Now every moment we will use a sentence. In that sentence, if you observe carefully, there you will get noun, pronoun, adjective, then interjection. Such word you will identify. So here parts of speech is a different group of a word that we will classify as a parts of speech, isn't it? As per the classification, we made it as a 8 types. In that first one is a noun. What is noun? What is noun? Noun is a word. Naming the word is called noun, isn't it? Noun is nothing but naming the word. Isn't it? Suppose if I call you Geeta, Sita, Rama, Gopala, this is all the noun word, isn't it? Without your word, how can I identify as you as a particular, isn't it? So, noun is nothing but naming the word. What is noun? Noun is mainly naming the word. In the sense, we are giving identity to particular things or a particular human being. So, what is noun? Noun is a identity or identification which we give to the individual or any particular. So here in the noun there are types. Noun types are there, nearly 6 types are there. The types of a noun. Types of a noun, I will do it in the next class. And regarding our previous lesson notes, I will send today, children. And so today what we have learned, today we learned prefix, suffix and parts of speech. In the parts of speech, first one is noun. What is noun? Noun is the naming of the word, and types of a noun I will do it in the next class. Till then, see you, children.